Dragus, I was afraid we lost you.
Hunger. An insatiable abyss. And sleep. It was going to consume me forever.
You were asleep a little over a year, my friend. In that time, I've made some friends among the locals. Sadly, things aren't looking good. And your brother is gone. I have no idea where he went. He's like the wind, that boy. We need you.
Vadim. Blood. A doe. A sheep. A rat, even. I can think of nothing else. I'm struggling not to turn on you.
Let's not waste time, then. I've prepared something for you, Dragus. Come.
My brother must have been here not long ago. A camp?
I tried to check on you as often as possible. It's also a good observation point.
What's that noise?
Even though I have been here for a while, Sangavian flora never ceases to surprise me.
I'm more surprised by that rumble.
Count Laskar mentioned that landslides sometimes happen in the old quarry.
Damn. You were right. The road is blocked.
Can you see what's on the other side? Your senses are more keen than mine.
It's nothing. Just a few rocks. I can dig through.
You want to break down those boulders? You're exhausted.
If we're stuck here and my bloodlust takes over, I won't risk your life. Life in Madraste must be really tough if some people try to survive in wilderness such as this. I might be starving, but there's not much left on these bones. I smell blood, but the scent is sweeter than ever. Vadim, what have you done?
You'll see soon enough. Trust me.
The body dried up. It's like it's mummified. Not a drop of blood left. I don't want to do this, Vadim. I don't want to slaughter him. I can't.
My friend, he's a cattle thief. The locals caught him and brought him here. They tried to beat him to death. I chased them away, because to batter a man like that is unjust. To kill someone with no trial. But he will die. I know it. My herbs can't heal him. His death is pointless. It can benefit only you.
He might be a thief, but I am not a murderer.
You're not a human, either.
I must satiate my hunger. There is no other way.
Who would have thought? My little brother? A murderer?
Where have you been? We needed you.
Here and there. I explored the lovely area. I went hunting.
Whose blood did you drink? Where did you leave the body? We have to be careful if we don't want an angry mob at our door.
What door? Dragus promised us a castle, then he disappeared for a year in a musty coffin in some hole. Anyway, the bodies were swallowed by the swamp and no one will see them again. That family wasn't even from here. I'm no fool.
Family? An entire family? Do you have but a scrap of remorse?
This old tale of Rosvin the Mad again? You know, I think I'm fed up with it. We'll talk about it later. In about 50 years when... never mind. By then, your bones will have turned to dust anyway.
Are you two done?
I sure am. And you are just getting started. You will always hunger for human blood. And with each passing day, you will crave it all the more.
Vardin, you spoke of some problems in the village?
We will discuss everything in my cabin. Razvan, you should come with.
Oh, are you inviting me into your humble abode? So we are on the same side.
He has been nothing but trouble since birth. And now he also has vampire powers. What could possibly go wrong?
He's right, though. I've been gone too long. It would be a good idea for me to find out what problems plague the people of Madresti before I take any action.
Who's the tramp you brought with you? Don't we have enough trouble as it is?
This is Dragus, Lord of the Madresti Castle. The one who was rewarded with these lands for saving Laskar's life a year ago.
Oh, your lordship. Have mercy. I didn't know. Strangers mean nothing but trouble here.
Now you know who I am. Tell your neighbors about my arrival. Is this really necessary?
The unrest in Madresti is getting worse and worse. This place needs a strong leader. We must begin by showing the people that you will be their ruler.
They will definitely notice me in this outfit. And from afar. It's cozy here. I remember these were just ivy-covered ruins.
It's been decades since anyone has lived here. Lascar took possession of these lands, but had no intention of living in Madresti. I found out that this house belonged to the Major Domo of the previous master of the castle.
Major Domo? I've always wanted to have a Major Domo. This role was made for you, Vadim.
Will you finally tell me what's going on in the village?
I don't even know where to start. Everyone is having a hard time, and they blame everyone but themselves for their misfortune. They worship the Forest Mother here. She is a protective deity bound to the villagers' daily life. They perform peculiar rituals in her name. Their beliefs are full of superstitions that are hard to follow. These people are not so different from the people of our home village. They deserve our help. Right now, unfortunately, they are primarily driven by fear.
In our land, vampires were also a superstition. What if some of these beliefs are true?
Possibly. However, for now, the peasants are simply lost. They need a leader. Someone they can turn to for help instead of succumbing to mob mentality. And a stranger living in a cave doesn't inspire trust.
I understand what you're getting at. What condition is the castle in?
It's in shambles. It needs to be razed to the ground. Count Lascar promised us the moon, but we're given a handful of dust. It would take years to rebuild.
It would have taken years, had we been human. I'll take a look and see what can be done.
Wait. Eventually, you'll need blood again. You have to hunt. And in this fancy outfit, you'll draw attention.
The hunter's outfit prevents recognition. Just be careful. People in Madresti may be scared if they see someone dressed like this. These people need a leader, not another boogeyman.
And the leader needs a castle. Razvan was right. This place, it's not even a shadow of its former glory. It's a ghost of the past. We have to start over. That's a good start. The old castle is a ruin, but I'm sure we'll be able to use something. These are precious resources. It's a better solution than the cave, there's no doubt about that. Now it's time to take care of the resting place. Two feet over instead of 6 feet under. A nice change. I still need a coffin.
Dragus, there's a stir in the village. A crowd's gathering. They're shouting. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen.
It's good that you woke me up then, my friend. We can deal with the castle later. I'll go see what's happening.
I hope it's all just fuss and feathers. Good luck.
If I want to build something special, I need more materials. I need to have a place to store them. Chests and coffins look pretty decent to me. Maybe I should become a carpenter. Window frames will not be a challenge, but the glass is a bigger problem. I need a furnace. kind of master and commander am I if I collect sand by myself? I should have servants for that. I plan to change that soon. It's time to put the furnace to the test and melt glass. The glass is surprisingly clear. That's a good start. Now I can let my imagination run wild and create a place worthy of nobility. Is that ghastly howling? Whatever it is, its source is nearby. I need to check what's going on. What is this place? This wasn't built by humans. A strange book, found in a strange place. I must examine it thoroughly. I won't read it on my lap. A grimoire like this deserves a special place. Now I can start reading. As I set quill to parchment in the creation of this tome, my fervent hope surmises that even as my vessel makes its inevitable descent into the abyss, the remnants of my thoughts shall perpetually meander along the river of infinity. Verily, words and images are the keys to the realm of everlastingness. Whoever you are, you, the peruser of these lines, I am heartened by your engagement with the musings of my mind. Cherish this volume and the wisdom it holds, and bequeath it forthwith when death makes his visit to your door. I am Malak, born of Liz Egra, called he who abandoned the sun. This, in sooth, is my legacy. I come from the distant southern reaches, where endless seas of sand lie scorched by the fiery gaze of the sun. To dwell within the bosom of my homeland would only torment my vampiric nature. Thus did Sangavia emerge as my sanctuary. As a practitioner of the alchemical arts, I quickly appreciated the extraordinary flora that graced these lands, discovering therein the potential to augment the abilities of my kin.
In its primordial essence, Ichor Lily quenches the thirst that plagues the vampire spirit, if only for a fleeting moment. Yet, when meticulously crafted, its transformative alchemy stops the coagulation of blood, assuring freshness and flavor that endure for countless lunar cycles. Therefore, take the lily to the alchemical table and surrender to the delight of scholarly pursuit. Indulge yourself in the harmonies of clinking vials and babbling potions in the brewing dance. If you have devoted yourself to the words that grace these pages, you now cradle in your cold grasp the Ichor Lily decoction. To partake in its pristine freshness, you need only enrich it with blood, human or beast. So, student, take action. Give in to the whispers of your vampiric nature. Hunt, yet abstain from an immediate sanguine feast upon your prey. Save its essence for later. Collect the precious blood in the receptacle that holds the Ichor Lily decoction. The essence of life, enclosed within your grasp. The world gave birth to a creature whose destiny was to fill the flask of a vampire in this domain. From the victim's gaze, it's dark and brutal. Yet, from your own, it's a source of satisfaction and an assertion of dominion. The duality of all existence has always been a source of trepidation within my soul. Devoting myself to the study of alchemy allowed me to transform this fear into passion. I trust you feel the fascination radiating from the pages and absorb it into the fabric of your being. If that is the case, you are woven into my eternity, and I, in turn, am woven into yours. Do we not, then, share a most extraordinary bond? By now, it's evident that you are of vampiric lineage, for you have unsealed my tome. Yet my curiosity compels me to wonder, who are you exactly, dear reader? Under what circumstances have you laid your eyes upon these pages? Whoever you are, in solitude you won't find a path to greatness. Now, equipped with the knowledge to conserve blood, you are obligated to master the art of its proper storage. Only then will you be able to nourish your servants. The vessel bereft of blood is nothing but a commonplace jar, devoid of distinction. Therefore, give it purpose. Embark once more on the hunt. Immortalize the blood with the ichor lily decoction, and then fill the reservoir with the crimson ambrosia. Throughout the span of years in the realm of undeath, I encountered many kin for whom the mortal coil held no value. With each passing week, they laid waste to hundreds, orchestrating sanguinary banquets within their palaces. They surrendered themselves to an ocean of crimson, plunging headlong into a frenzy of maddened ecstasy. Pray let not your lineage be of such vampiric ilk, for in that eventuality, who shall I become, if not the guide who aids you on your journey?
I saw you by the landslide, before we met by the pillory.
Thanks for not ratting me out to Vadim.
I have no idea why you were there, but I know he would tell you off for it, just like when we were kids. And you climbed the roof to pretend to be a rooster.
I was a magnificent rooster, and an even better climber.
Of course you were. But he was worried about you.
And I was worried about you. Which is why I caused the landslide. I saw the local folks going to the Sinner's Chasm, and I didn't want them to reach the cave. I had no idea Vadim decided to wake you up. He talked about it for months, but he was on the fence about it.
Oh, so you meant well, but it turned out as usual. And the murdered family you bragged about?
Nah, those are bandits. But I couldn't tell Vadim. He'd be proud of me or something. See that tower? That's one place I can't climb.
Don't tell me you wanted to be a rooster there, too.
Can you be serious for a second?
I'm always serious. You're the funny one.
This tower, it seems important. And when I told Vadim to ask around about it, he looked at me like I was crazy. He said he has more important things to do than entertain me. Can you imagine?
Sometimes ruins are just ruins. But I'll let you know if I find anything out. Who knows? Maybe one day we will climb it together and crow for the entire Madrasti.
I take it as a promise.
Do you feel the darkness closing in?
The old vampire heavily sleeps. The old vampire heavily sleeps. We tiptoe around him, we tiptoe around him. He will wake very hungry. The old vampire heavily sleeps. The old vampire heavily sleeps. We will all be screaming, we will all be bleeding when he shall rise again. In the coffin the vampire sleeps. In the coffin the vampire sleeps. We will all be screaming, we will all be bleeding when he wakes up from his dream. When he wakes up from his dream.